It's me again. And I just want to step in and check on everyone and share an experience that I had this evening. And that is, you know, I talk a lot about, well, let me back up. I talk a lot about being intentional on your joy, right? The road to healing and wholeness. And in all my countless videos, I talk about the fact that when it comes to your healing journey, don't allow anyone or any concept, social norms, determine, your healthy healing processes, okay? And I have to express healthy, all right? Because on this channel, the road to healing is health. And when I say health, it's spiritual health, emotional health, physical health, financial health, all right? So, back to why I wanted to jump back in this evening. And I went to a celebration. Uh, Someone I know turned 50, and I just sweated out my hair, so I just put it in a little bun. And I really want to share this with you. And I don't particularly get out as much as I used to. When I say get out, go to social events outside of those that support bereavement. And I know I hear a lot of people say, they tell me, like, hey, you should. And I would. However, in 24 hours and making sure that I'm taking care of myself, I don't quite have the time to do it. Or better yet, to be honest, I haven't been intentional on it, to go into social events and things like that. But nonetheless, I definitely knew I was going to make it to this event. And a lot of people there remember me when I was going through my bereavement process with my husband. So, to see me now, it was just really nice to see the expression on people's faces now, 11 years later, as opposed to those first few years after my husband passed away. And their expressions when they saw me and the embraces was so different than it was, like I said, those first few years, or first couple to few years after my husband passed away. They were so bright and warm, and not saying that the embraces that I received after my husband passed away, but those were more nurturing and uh how should I put it? What's the word for? They had this sense of just care for me, and I greatly appreciate it. But tonight the embraces were different. They were just like, it was like, wow, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed that transfer of energy. And one of the things I want to also talk about here as well, I don't talk a lot about finding love outside of yourself on my channel. And I really should, because this evening I helped celebrate a wonderful lady with her family, her husband, her children. And how when you allow yourself to heal, and I'm not saying you have to be completely healed, because the one that's coming into your life may be the one that assists you in that process, okay? But you also want to be healthy when when you get into these relationships. But nonetheless, she was happy. And that was beautiful. And when you have somebody that's beaming with happiness from, I guess you would say, the heart chakra, from the heart space, it gleams and it shines like one of the Care Bears, and it just. So I just wanted to talk about love for today and happiness. Love and happiness. So, like I said, I don't talk a lot about love other than loving yourself and your family. But as a, someone that's grieving and as a widow, I don't want people to think that my channel is solely about um, taking care of yourself and isolating yourself from other experiences. I want you to take this bereavement journey and also, when the time is right for you, know that there is love for you from somebody else. It is, it exists. And because I can say for myself, I chose, to remain within the confines of myself, and I set goals for my YouTube channel and writing my books and graduate school, starting my own design firm and things like that. And so, honestly, my life since my husband passed away has really just been busy, but yet impactful and wonderful. So I don't want anyone watching my channel thinking that I am avoiding love. That's not it. But I made a choice to direct my energy um, toward my goals. I did. And, um, it's just so wonderful that I'm growing. I'm continuing to grow on this bereavement journey. And that is, I am ready for love. Maybe this. Okay, well, let's say this. Let me say this. Because like I said, I chose um, to pursue my goals and a life of celibacy because I just wanted to focus on me, you know, go on the inside and do some healing and reassessing and shifting some things around. Because like I said, when you're on this journey, you don't come out the same person anymore. So what I'm looking for in a mate is a little bit different than what I was looking for when I was looking for my husband, you know? So with me being upfront with myself, reassessing myself, that's why I use my journals. Remember, get the books and it asks you those questions. What are your goals? And one of your goals could be, I want to find love again. And the next question was, what's the motivation behind it? What's the motivation behind you wanting to find love in a spouse or a significant other? And these are just example responses, but your response may be, I want someone to share my life with and to build um, a new energy and create or build a new energy and a new life together. And that's all this, just basically getting down to the nitty gritty of why we do what we do and why do we want the things that we want. Okay. So I know this may sound a little scattered a little bit because I'm hitting on so many topics here, but the primary focus um, in this video is do not stray away from love because your loved one that has transitioned will want you to be in love. And even if you feel like they didn't, guess what? You're still here. You are deserving of a healthy, kind, unconditional agape love from another human being, consenting human being, adult consenting human being. It's funny that I have to even go into those type of details, but anyway, you know what I mean. You are deserving of that. I know in some customs, some people don't remarry, as if it's some type of violation, and then some just truly just it's not for them, and they want to stay with the memories of their loved one. And that's okay too. And the reason I say all, I know it sounds like an oxymoron. You telling, you think I'm telling you like, hey, don't hide from love, but yet if I decide I don't want to love anybody else, I'm just gonna live and just get with my spouse on the other side. No, it's not an oxymoron because what we desire is totally different. And like I said, depending on where you are in your grief journey, you know, what you are 3 years after your spouse passed away, or either 1 or 2, does not mean you're gonna be that you have that same state of mind 4, 5, 6, 11 years later. Okay, so give us. That's why I say it's okay. Give yourself that wiggle room to say, okay, no, I want to just dedicate myself to my goals. These are examples, and I'll just wait for my husband on the other side. I'm not going to, engage in, you know, relationships, intimate relationships at this point. And let's say 3, 4 years later, there's you're doing exactly what you said you're going to do. You don't engage into intimate relationship with other people. Um, but let's just say somebody comes into your life and boom. So are you going to self sabotage something that you know is a positive, healthy attraction to another person, and it's mutual? And so what do? And you can say, well, I made a promise when my spouse passed away that I'm going to refrain from ever falling in love with anybody again. Okay, that made sense then. But we talking about now. All I'm saying is it's okay either way. All right. So it's I know a lot of people are very opinionated when it comes to, um, especially widows or widowers that remarry, what some consider too soon. And too soon is only dependent upon the individuals that's involved, okay? Um, I've known people within different bereavement groups I've gone to over the years where some people, probably within like a year or two, are in a relationship and they're married, right? And that doesn't take away from the love and the loyalty that these individuals had to their spouses prior to their transitioning. All right. The only thing I would say is just make sure that you are in the process of healthy healing. All right. And that if you feel like you are not quite where you can reciprocate a healthy bond to someone else, just kindly ask and tell them your situation. Like, I'm still trying to process my emotions from my spouse transitioning. And trying, and if you're willing to help me in this process and wait and be considerate of my emotions and this process, then I'm open to taking this relationship theoretically in to the next level. And the flip side to that is being, honest with yourself. That's where that self-assessment, that self-love come in and say, I'm not ready yet. Because at the end of the day, you don't want to hurt anyone else. And you definitely do not want to hurt yourself. All right? So, I think I'm going to make 15 minutes this time. Yay! But all I'm saying is love is real. It is wonderful. I know some people don't believe in perfection, but it exists. I'm telling you, it does. And don't shy away from loving yourself first and receiving some of the most beautiful, respectful, kind, unconditional agape love from another human being into your world because you are deserving. All right. I love you guys. And that's it. I am about to go take this makeup off, get myself ready for bed. You know, when you get over a certain age, I used to stay out even in my late 40s. I could stay out till about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, come home, and I'm still kind of. But when you get like, a little bit further over that, I was like, oh, it was 10 o'clock, and I was just like, yes. Even then, I need to get me some type of I don't know, energy drink or something like that. But I don't need an energy drink, but just kind of like, oh wow. But anyway, that's just my little rant. But um, at 50, well, should I say that? Well, at a certain age, I think I look and feel marvelous, and life is good. All right, and always remember what you're feeling right now is real, but you will get through it. All right. Always remember when things and those emotions or in life gets a little too heavy, reach out to a family member, an accountability partner, and seek assistance. All right. And if there's no one else, I always tell you, because you are worthy of every resource available to help you become the best you available that you want to be. So you pick up that phone, you dial 911, and in some areas it's 211, and they will get you to the necessary resources and individuals to give you that assistance. All right. Remember, pressure will bust a galvanized pipe, so it would wreak havoc on the human body. So remember, this bereavement journey, we will get through it, and we are getting through it. And it's a lot of phases, but just take a deep breath. Smile. I know sometimes you don't even want to, but fake it, force it, be intentional on it. All right. All right. I'm out of here. That's darn. Missed it by 2 minutes. All right. See you guys later.